How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys. And today we have another deals video. Yes, I know I said I was going to be done with these deals videos, but I was over at my grandparents for Thanksgiving, and my grandparents' place is awesome. Okay, their house is unbelievable, but the Wi-Fi over there is sorry, it sucks. The Wi-Fi over there sucks, and that's due largely to the fact that the setup that they have over there is not enough for the size of the house. Now I'm gonna just throw out some numbers for y'all. My grandparents' place is roughly, I want to say roughly 4,000 square feet. It's a big place, and the way that their internet is set up over there, it only covers half of the house. So once you go past the living room and out into the pool area or things of that nature, this is also where I shot my review suggestions video. So I was out by the pool. But once you go out by the pool area, you have no Wi-Fi. You're running on data. So typically what happens when I go down there to visit, I already know I'm going to eat up a lot of data when I go out there. So inspired by that, I thought it would be nice to, get them something and, set up their Wi-Fi and their internet the way it's supposed to be. And then I was thinking to myself, why not go a step further and get them a new modem as well? Because we all want to reduce those bills as much as possible. And one of the ways you could reduce your cable bill or however you get internet bill is if you have your own modem and your own router. Now I know some of y'all may be thinking, well, it's not that much to pay pretty much the rental fees to your cable company for their equipment. And let me tell you, sure, it's not a lot right now, but it does add up over time. And why not just spend a little bit of extra money now and end up saving the money later? So that was the whole backstory behind how this deals video came about. So I don't have the money for this stuff right now, but I will be picking this stuff up in the near future and finding the best ones to eventually give to my grandparents as a present, and I'll set them up and have their internet booming like it's supposed to be. But without further ado, as I've said, that's how this deals video came about. So this right here are 4 of the best modem and router combos that can be had for under $250. And I also want to point out, I'll point this out again as we dive in, you want to make sure that if you pick these up, that it's compatible with your service provider. Because if it's not compatible, you're going to have issues. And keep in mind, the minute you try to do something like this, your service provider may say, we can't guarantee the reliability of your service because you're not using their equipment. You're using your own equipment. So keep that in mind. But if you do your research and you find the right combination of equipment, you should be okay. And I've been doing a lot of research over the last couple of days, and I think I found the right combination of decently priced equipment that should serve you guys well. So without further ado, let's get into this. The best modem and router combos that can be had for under $250. So jumping right into this, we're going to go from least expensive to most expensive. So the first one on the list here is from D-Link. This is the D-Link DCM 301 cable modem, and it's the newest version, the Docsis 3.0, so it's the newest version of that. Actually, I think they have a newer one, but it costs a little bit more. But as you can see, the price for the modem is $40. And let's just see. And let me tell you, it's got decent reviews on it. But this right here is the most important part down here. So it's compatible with all major U.S. service providers. So that's Comcast, Time Warner, all of them. All the major U.S. service providers this modem is compatible with. So that's important because, as I've said, you want to make sure the modem you pick up is compatible with your service provider. And then you also want to be mindful of the speeds. Now this one can do up to 343 megabytes per second. Keep in mind now that when you connect it to the router, depending on how you configure it, you may be able to get better speeds than that. But those are the two important things that you want to look at aside from the price when you're talking about purchasing modems for your service providers, so you want to cut down those bills. So this first one was the D-Link DCM 301. And to go along with this, let me just jump back, sorry for that notification there. To go along with this, I found a pretty good D-Link wireless AC 900 router, which gives you gigabit Wi-Fi speeds. So you're getting phenomenal Wi-Fi speeds to go along with this. And, you know, as I've said before in some of my videos, I do believe that having the dual band Wi-Fi is important. So this router right here does support the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz bands at up to speeds of 1300 megabytes per second. Keep in mind, there's a lot of limitations that go into this. Really, it's going to be up to the fastest speeds that your devices support. So you're not going to get the full 1300 megabytes per second. It's going to be what your devices support. So your computers will go as fast as they can go. Your smart devices will go as fast as they can go. And it is what it is. But again, these first two here will be similar to a lot of the other things on this list. And as you can see, this router here is really nicely priced, $100, and you get everything you need. And keep in mind, if you have larger homes, you may want to pick up a router that has multiple antennas, so you could set it up in the central part of the home and position the antennas appropriately for maximum coverage, so you get maximum performance. So you will also notice that similarity between the other things on this list, because keep in mind, I will eventually be getting this combination from my grandparents, and as I've said, their house is quite massive, so being able to have modem and router that covers a massive area is very important for me. But this was the first one on the list. So that was the D-Link DMC 301 modem, and this is the D-Link AC 1900 dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router. That should make a really nice combination. And also, I do like the look of it. Y'all already know I'm a big black fan. I'm a big minimalist, clean approach type of guy. So the look of those two together, I think, will look quite nice. Up next, we have the ARRIS SURFboard router and modem combo here. And this one is nice because you get all of the features of the other two, but you get it in a nice package all together. So whereas the other two were separate and I kind of just put them together, all of this comes together. So you get your modem and your router, and it's pretty much the same coverage as before, but with these guys they didn't really tell you. Actually, I think they did. Okay, so it does tell you who all the service providers that it's compatible with, and again, compatible with all major US service providers. I stress this because this is important. So, because we all know there's not too many cable providers out there in the US, so this is very important. And this one actually gets faster speeds, as you can see, slightly faster speeds, but it's still technically all the same stuff here. Now, the router itself is a little bit slower than the other router, but like I said, as long as you can get maximum performance out of all of your devices with the maximum coverage area, then that's the overall thing that we're going for here. So don't look so much in terms of maximum speeds. Look at it in terms of maximum coverage area with the maximum speeds for the devices that you're going to have connected. And with that in mind, this combo here is actually perfect. And as you can see, it's $160. So it's a really good price there. And if you have Amazon Prime, you will have the 2-day shipping. So it's always a plus. And let's keep it moving. So up next here, and now this is going to look a little awkward, but this is a little combination that I put together. So we have the Blurex 3.0 cable modem, which is again compatible with all major US service providers, so you're not going to have any issues there. Now this one it's a little bit slower than the previous two, but again, that's not an issue, as I've said. But for that price, $48, I figured why not, and get some decent reviews, so I figured we're not gonna have any problems with it. And to go along with that, now I picked up this guy, the Google OnHub. Now I've been checking this guy out for a while, and these prices are getting quite good. So when I saw that it was priced at $120, a little bit over $120, I figured why not throw it in with that modem that I had there previously. And this guy actually covers 2,500 square feet, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So depending on how I position it, I may be able to get some decent performance out of this guy here. And it also comes with a 2-year warranty and 24/7 premium tech support, so that's always nice. And again, it's a little bit faster than some of the other routers that are on this list at 1900 megabits per second. Keep in mind, again, you may or may not be able to achieve those speeds. That's just a rough estimate. You will only be able to go as fast as your devices support. But still, I think it's pretty sweet, and it does look pretty nice indeed. So that would be pretty cool to pick that up. And at that price of $120, why not? Alright, so if you do the math on those, that's 48 and 120. So that's about 168 and some change. So not bad, not bad. And then the last modem and router combo on the list is the NETGEAR CM500 and the NETGEAR Nighthawk. Now, I currently am using NETGEAR products in my setup, and I've been using the same NETGEAR router and the same setup for about, I want to say, 6 years now, and I have not had any issues whatsoever. So with that being said, I had to feature a NETGEAR product on this list because NETGEAR, at least in my opinion, is one of the most reliable providers of this type of equipment that are around today, and they really do have some high quality performing devices at some really great prices. So I had to feature them on this list. And this also happens to be the fastest setup of devices that I was able to put together. So you can see same compatibility, so it's compatible with all major US service providers, and you can see it gets speeds of up to 680 megabits per second. That's important because you want to get maximum speeds here. Alright? Alright? And again, it's just telling you some of the basics behind this. So why pay a monthly modem rental fee when you can buy your own modem and just pay for the service? Again, trying to explain that you can save a little bit of money, and it actually tells you if you don't pay those fees, you will actually end up saving about $120 a year. Now, I actually didn't do the math, but I knew it would pay off somewhere in the long run there. But yeah. And then to go along with this modem here, we have the NETGEAR Nighthawk. And you guys, y'all really want to pay attention to the links in the descriptions. All these stuff will be linked down in the description. And I can tell you that this NETGEAR Nighthawk, this price fluctuates a lot. At one point, I was even seeing it available at about $80. And right now, you can see it's available, just the router only for $120. So you really want to keep an eye on the links in the descriptions if you want to pick these guys up at some really good prices. But again, similar to the other routers on this list, it has gigabit support. You got as okay, let's say this right. You get up to 1300 megabits per second. So yeah, and of course it's compatible with the router that I had there. So if you do this combination, the way I have it laid out, you should be able to get some really good performance at a really good area, depending on how you set this up. So again, that pretty much does it for this deals video here. Try to do this one a little bit quicker. So that was 4 of the best modem and router combos that I could find available today at some really good prices, guys. And now before I let y'all go, I just want to give y'all some tips. Now when you're setting up the modem, you want to try and plug in as many wire devices as possible. When you set up the router, you want to make sure it's in a more centralized part of your home so you can get maximum coverage area, and you want to try and put it up as high as possible and then position the antennas appropriately till you get the best possible speeds. And one of the things that I do when I'm testing out these products, and when I pick up new products and I'm trying to get the maximum performance out of it, is I download the speedtest.net mobile app, and I also go to the site on my desktops or my laptops, and then I position things the way I think they should be. Then I run the speed test on all of my devices. Then I position it again, then I run the speed test again. And only when I believe that I've gotten the maximum position for the maximum performance do I leave it how it's supposed to be. Then I clean it up, do some cable management with some zip ties, and we're good to go. So that's just a little tip on the best way to set these things up. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, all links to where to purchase these things will be down in the video description. And if you like the raw, uncut content you see here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you get notified as soon as new videos become available on YouTube. And as always, guys, if you know anyone out there looking for some high quality performing devices and products at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. Alright, as we get into the holiday season, I also want to say happy holidays to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope it wasn't too crazy on Black Friday. And I hope everyone has a good day. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.